Forgive me if I don't indulge in the pearl clutching around the Prince Harry phone hacking case this week. I'll take no lectures from the prodigal prince, the world's least happy millionaire, and a man who made self-pity an Olympic sport. This guy hasn't just got a chip on his shoulder, he's got an entire sack of Maris Pipers. Although given his previous drug use, he's no stranger to being mashed. Now, I condemn the appalling crime of phone hacking done to many celebrities and public figures, including Harry. It's an egregious invasion of privacy. It's cynical, it's cruel, it's heartless, and it's not journalism. Victims of phone hacking were driven to despair as the most private, intimate stories about their lives started appearing in the newspapers. These stars suffered years of paranoia, thinking that their closest friends were dobbing them into the press. So the payout by the Mirror Group of £140,000 to Harry is appropriate. But a bit like doping in cycling, phone hacking was an easy loophole exploited by many journalists at many newspapers. It was rife in the industry, and whilst Harry rightly gets his day in court and justice for this misdemeanour, I'm not having it that this wealthy, famous and powerful man is some kind of victim. Of course, Harry and his omnipotent Mrs. Meghan love to cast themselves as victims. Victims of the royal family, victims of the press, because victimhood, the industry of poor me, is their currency. A currency which is losing its value faster than Bitcoin. The couple are a laughingstock in the United States, with cartoons mocking their double standards and hypocrisy. And even the left-leaning US talk show hosts are tearing Prince Harry a second backside every night as a result of his navel-gazing narcissism. They've lost the Spotify deal, the Netflix deal has a question mark hanging over it, and Harry's vicious and cruel war against his own family, which was profitable back in the day, appears to be subject to the law of diminishing returns. Now, having your phone hacked is outrageous and it's deeply offensive. But so is selling your soul for millions of dollars, slagging off your family, your country, attacking the free press. And I'll tell you another thing which is offensive. Effectively branding two members of your own family, your father Charles and your sister-in-law Catherine, as a pair of racists. Now, perhaps Harry does not think they're racist, but he's deafening in his silence. One statement from his spokespeople, the Californian Kremlin, would kill this story off instantly. But I doubt that Harry wants that. I tend to agree with the embattled former editor of the Daily Mirror, Piers Morgan, who came out fighting this week and suggests that Harry wants to destroy the royal family. Now, many, including Harry, would deny that, except we have the evidence. We have the receipts, the bitchy podcasts, the vicious Oprah Winfrey corporate interview, the Omid Scobie books, which are published at the very least with the blessing of the Sussexes, if not their direct involvement. But the greatest smoking gun of all is Harry's tell-all book, Spare, which even before publication was hanging over the royal family like the sword of Damocles. Our poor late great Queen Elizabeth no doubt had sleepless nights as she speculated on what its content might be and the implications for her own family and a monarchy she worked so hard to preserve. Did the knowledge that a nasty book about the family on the way hasten her departure? Well, you tell me. It can't have helped, can it? Or made life pleasant for her in her final days. Harry knew that this book would be distressing for Elizabeth, for Prince Philip, his brother William, his father Charles, and others. But he pressed on regardless, even though he didn't need the money and didn't need the publicity. So spare me the idea that Harry is the great victim here. Look, he's had a hard life. He buried his mum too young, and he didn't choose to be born in the spotlight. But by marrying a millionaire actress and moving to Hollywood, California, he has chosen to stay in the spotlight. He's written books, he's done TV shows. This man says he craves privacy, but is the main scriptwriter in his own very public soap opera. I'm not buying the sob story or the crocodile tears. Cry me a river, Harry.